Hey guys, welcome back to Stormworks, and welcome back to our build of this thing right here. This is, of course, our hospital ship, and we've been getting on with the outside quite a bit. Today, what I want to do is actually work on the rear again. I actually just want to extend it backwards just a little bit more, and hopefully that'll look a little bit better. What I also want to do is possibly add some interior to this thing, so let's go ahead and just get on with it. Okay, so I've chopped off the back end, and we're going to go ahead and start extending it backwards a little bit more. So the way we're going to do that is we're actually just going to go ahead and continue what we've got here and just keep sending it backwards. So if we just go from there all the way up to here, that's fine. We're just going to keep doing that. I don't know how much longer we're going to do it for, but quite a bit. So 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6. I don't know, that seems pretty good to me. We're then obviously going to do all of these pieces that bring it together as well. So there's 1. Yeah, like that. There we go. 2. Excellent. 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Okay, so it extends it backwards quite a bit more. We're then going to do something back here as well, so let's get straight on with that. Okay, so a few things have changed. I've changed the color of the crosses. They are now a darker red. I've changed the color of the green, and now they're a darker green. And I've gone ahead and added these poles so that they're a little bit taller, and I've attached them to the funnel like so. So hopefully that is good. Does look a little bit weird, but I'm sure it's fine. The other thing we've obviously done is extended the back of this backwards, and that looks pretty good too. So now I want to move on to the interior a little bit and work on this deck right here. This isn't going to be a hospital deck. This is going to be a deck for all of the crew and all of their sleeping areas. So let's go ahead and get that built next. Alright, there's a huge hole right here. This is actually where the boiler is going to go, down at the bottom. So we're just going to go ahead and seal around this really quickly because we can. So go from there up to here. Excellent. We're now going to work on some rooms that are going to go in here. And I'm not entirely sure how they're going to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We'll go ahead and draw a line right there. We'll find ourselves a bed, and we'll obviously chuck it against that wall. There we go. And people are going to sleep in that bed. Yeah. Okay. With that being said, I don't know whether I can fit 2 beds in. Oh, I can. Okay, so we're going to have this be like the lower crew room. So for people that aren't like the captain and stuff like that, they have to share bunk rooms. I think that's okay. Okay, each room looks like this now. So we've got wall panels on, we've got beds, obviously. We've painted the beds, although I haven't painted these ones. I need to do this and this on each of these, and then I need to go through each and every one of the rooms and do that on all of those as well. Because I have obviously gone ahead and done all of the rooms before realizing this needed to be painted. Okay, so we're going to go all the way through all of these rooms. I need to make sure to paint this little bit as well. There we go. And hopefully, by the end, it'll all look pretty good. There we go. So, a bit of a kitchen installed. We got shelves, we got a cooker, we got a sink, and we got a prep surface right here. I know that's not really enough for a ship this size, but we've got what we've got, and that's fine. I now need to build like a little bit of an area right here, and that'll be fine too. Okay, so on this level, what I've done then is obviously added a kitchen right there. We've got the seating and eating area right here. This is all actually for the crew itself. This whole level is going to be for the crew. In here, we've got the fridge, which is an empty room. It's going to stay as an empty room. These are going to be locked doors. Right here on the other side, we've obviously got a freezer, which again is going to be locked as well. All of these rooms are obviously bunk beds. These are all for the crew, and that's all fine. At the back of the deck right here, we've got ourselves some toilets. There is only 4 in here, but for now that's fine. And on the other side, we've obviously got some showers. There you go. So 4 showers for the crew. Obviously, they're going to have to go shower in the times they're allocated. Otherwise, someone else will be in it. Back here, obviously, we got the lifeboats, and that's all good. Alright, so, what else do we need inside then? I might add some, like, seating areas back here, just for the crew to relax whilst they're not rescuing people, I guess. And I want to go upstairs and actually add, like, a captain's quarters as well. And some slightly more I don't know, roomy rooms, I guess, for the captain and things like that. So let's go upstairs and start working on that as well. Okay, I'm actually gonna remove these boats for right now and just move them to somewhere else. I do like them. I think they're actually very pretty lifeboats, but they don't really fit in right here right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna move it backwards to probably like here. I wouldn't even mind if they were there actually. But let's go ahead and paste this in right here for a second. Delete all of this. Merge these guys down, and let's connect this to the ground. If possible, here we go. Bosh. Okay, what we'll then do is delete these guys. We'll fill all of this in. Although, actually, no. We'll delete all of this. So from there, we're going to go and delete this all the way down to here. There we go. And this is where the captain's room, and I guess the first officer's room, is going to be. So let's go ahead and do that. Out backwards. We'll go and connect those guys together. I'm going to delete this so that we can add an actual ceiling in there. And that's where the mast is going to go from. Okay, I mean, I don't feel like this is too bad so far. So let's go ahead and start boxing off the back end right here. This is going to be the bridge. And then as you go backwards, we're going to have a little bit of a corridor. There we go. And I guess the captain will go on one side, the first officer will go on the other side, and they'll have pretty big rooms. Okay, so captain and first officer are both going to get double beds. Whether they should or shouldn't have this, I don't know, but let's do it anyway. So double beds. We are going to do it in, like, this color, I guess. This is what all the wood is going to sort of look like on the ship anyway. And I guess we'll have, like, 3 on each side. There we go. We're then going to go to a slightly different color. I'm going to go ahead and make some, like, side tables out of that. There we go. Excellent. I might actually just do that as well. There we go. And, I don't know, fill in these bits at the back as well. There and there. We're then going to go ahead and shove some bed legs on there as well, there and there, and here and here. And then I guess we'll have like a shower, bath, toilet room thingamabobby over on the other side. So let's get rid of this bed from here. I need my wedges back. Where are the wedges? There they are. All right, shove the wedge in here like this. Bosh. Go ahead and send this across, and we'll have the shower in there and the toilet in there as well. Let's go to fluid ports. First thing. Where are those? There they are. We're going to go to the grey. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, did I even make it grey? I don't think I did. Hang on. Grey. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're then going to have like a little bit of a drain vent thingamabobby right there. And we're going to have a toilet actually positioned right here as well. I know that seems a little bit crazy, but that's what we're going to do. So, toilet in here, just like this. There we go. 1, 2. Shove this piece in the bottom. These guys could go on the sides, there and there. And we'll chuck this guy on there like this. There we go. Alright, delete this piece really quickly. Go ahead and shove this onto the bottom at the back. There we go. And one of those right there as well. Perfect. I don't really need that to be like super detailed or anything like that. So they've got a bed, they have side tables, they have a wardrobe, they have a toilet, and they have their own shower. I need to put the shower head in, but it's actually all built in here fine. I don't want to do too much detail on the inside, because honestly, I don't really feel like it, so that's probably why we're going to leave it. But we are going to try and get as much done as possible. I did also add these windows on the back right here, because I figured some windows into there would be nice. And that's all good. Yeah. Okay, so I want to add some railings around the back of the ship as well. I think I'm going to add some across this section right here. I think I'm going to add some across this section right here as well. And then I might build some somewhere else too. And there we go. I've moved these boats because they were here before. I figured they make sense next to the funnel, so we've done that. I added these railings down the back end right there. I added the railings down the end back here. And I've also actually added these supports right here on the side too, because before there was no actual supports for this bit of the roof. It was just there. So now I've added supports all the way down, and I do believe that looks a lot better. If we have a little look from the outside, yeah, this piece looks a hell of a lot better. So that's pretty good. Not sure what I'm going to do next. I think there needs to be some details on top of the bridge. I'm going to go around the rooms on the insides as well and add those panels that I've done on all of the other levels. And I'm going to do it all the way around the edge of this, inside each of the rooms, just like I've done in here. And I might even do that on this deck as well, and just keep it going throughout pretty much all of the decks. So let's do that next. And there we go. So I've gone in all the way around the bottom floor. I've gone around this floor as well, and I've gone around this floor is already done. And of course, upstairs in the bridge is done as well. I've added this too, so we've actually painted around the edges of there. And that all looks lovely. So what do we want to do now? I want some like tiny bits of decoration sort of on the outside to break up these very flat walls. So I need to figure that out. I don't know whether this is going to work nicer or not, or less nice, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this all the way down the side, like so. There we go, all the way to the front. And then underneath every window, I'm going to break it up just a little bit. And I'm going to do something else underneath the windows. I think that will actually make this thing look a lot nicer. So yeah, delete all of these. There we go. All the way along, yes. We're then going to chuck these on. The right way up, I guess, just like so. And if I do that all the way down to the end, that should look okay. And then maybe we can do some sort of like thing over the windows. Yeah, like that. There we go. I don't know whether that looks better or worse or what, but like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting. So just keep it going all the way along. There we go. We'll keep it going all the way to the end, and then underneath those windows, we're just going to go ahead and do this on all of them as well. There we go. Alright, cool. All the way down, I think. On every single one of them. It adds like a tiny bit of detail that I feel like we are missing on the side of the ship. But at the same time, it is kind of a strange detail to actually be poking out. But let's go ahead and spawn it in and see what it looks like in-game. Oh yeah, I actually really like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not going to do it on every single deck, but like just on that deck right there, I would say that looks pretty nice. It would be nice as well to add certain details to the decks underneath as well, but I'm just not entirely sure how I'm going to go about doing that at this moment in time. So yeah, I think that might be where we leave it today. In the next one, we're probably going to add a bunch of beds on the inside of this thing. I need to add details to both the front deck and the back deck to see how that goes. And then I guess we need to start adding some steam engines into this thing to actually power it. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.